Okay, Gary, go ahead, show him. Okay, Gary, come to me. Come on, Gary. Come here, Gary. Oh, wrong way, Gary. Gary, turn around, Gary, turn around. Gary, no. Gary, no, don't do it, Gary. No, Gary.
Well. I guess that answers that question.
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. This video is not going to be edited at all. I didn't think anything through. I don't have any notes. It's just a live reaction to the big news of Julio Jones. And I'm sure you all have heard. Julio Jones just said to the national media, "I'm out of there." Meaning he's out of Atlanta. I don't know if he knew he was live with Shannon Sharpe. I don't know if he didn't know that, but if the Atlanta Falcons social media crew said, "These are Julio Jones' thoughts on the future here in Atlanta," then I'm assuming Julio Jones was telling the truth here. It's not some setup joke. Maybe. I mean, the Falcons social media all over the place with quarterback at 4 and non-quarterback at 4, a trade down. All of this stuff has definitely kind of been crazy. So it's kind of like, okay, you know, anything I guess could change. But to me, I think this is somewhat different because Julio Jones has always been a man of his words. And we'll get to all of that in a second. But I think Julio Jones is telling the truth. I think he does want out of Atlanta. Apparently there's been some drama that has actually kind of been there for a while. I mean, you could tell because in 2018 he struggled to get a touchdown, and in 2017 it's like they either didn't know how to throw it his way or they just wanted to give other people a chance and not him. I don't really know, but he struggled to get touchdowns in 2017 and early on in 2018. In 2019 he struggled to get that big paycheck. You could tell there was a little bit of drama with Julio Jones and the Atlanta Falcons. Not to mention, if you saw him play in 2020, I mean, like, he still played like Julio Jones. He still played great, but there were some players where you could kind of see his body language kind of saying, "I want out of here," you know? Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. But it was clear the drama was definitely there between Julio Jones and the staff. I don't know about the players. I mean, this could be fake, but apparently there's a tweet that says that a lot of the players called him, an end zone virgin or whatever, because he struggled to get touchdowns. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, there you go. I guess it's drama. So you get the idea. Drama was everywhere for Julio Jones. And you know, whenever you hear that there's drama, whether it's big Antonio Brown drama or if it's like not that big of drama, supposedly like Julio Jones was in the last few years, it should be taken care of no matter what, because no player on your team or coaches should have drama. But unfortunately, they just didn't get that situated, and now Julio Jones wants out. I get it from his perspective. He wants to go to a team that he feels he can win now with. I guess he doesn't feel the Atlanta Falcons can win right now, and admittedly, I kind of feel the same way. I think this team could be good, but I don't know if they'll win now in 2021, so I guess I get it. Not to mention Julio Jones is entering his, he's going to be near his mid-30s very soon, and you guys know how mid-30s receivers do in the NFL. They usually start to slow down. So Julio Jones wants to get that ring as soon as possible. And I guess he just doesn't want to wait that long to win it in Atlanta. He wants to win one where they know he can win it right now. So for Julio's perspective, I guess I get it. For the team's perspective, I guess I get it. It is a little hard to manage the cap space and whatnot with Julio Jones, blah, 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 cap space this, cap space that. And then also supposedly there's drama. So I guess I get it. But I do want to say that I still think this is a big mistake by the Atlanta Falcons. Can you win now with Julio Jones? Sure. Of course you can win now with Julio Jones. But are your Super Bowl chances more likely with, and this is for the Atlanta Falcons, I'm not talking about any other team. For the Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, are your Super Bowl chances a lot higher of happening with Julio Jones than without him? In my opinion, I think so. Now, I did literally just make a video going over why the Falcons should not trade Julio Jones. I'm very proud of it. The link is probably going to be in the description below if I remember it. But if it is, go check the link in the description below. I explain why Julio Jones should not be traded, but I'll try and bullet point what I said in that real quickly. For one thing, Julio Jones is the most clutch player on your team. Like, yeah, Calvin Ridley will, he'll make guys miss. He'll show that elite route running. He definitely will score throughout the game. But I have not seen him in any game, at least in 2020, where it's like, throw it to Calvin. He's going to be open. We got to win this game. Throw it to Calvin. It's kind of like, who's going to get open? Calvin Ridley isn't always the clutch option here. And then Matt Ryan had 0 game-winning drives in 2020, and Julio Jones was only in 2 of them. I messed up in my video. In the Julio Jones video, I said he was in 1 of them. He actually was in 2. I forgot. He was in the... I'm forgetting what game it was, but I saw the comment. I was wrong. There were 2 game-winning drives out of, I want to say, 5 or 4. I'm losing my memory all of a sudden, but Matt Ryan did not have any game-winning drives. And I'm sorry, but no receiver in Atlanta that's not named Julio Jones is going to be more clutch than Julio Jones. Calvin Ridley is great, but he's not clutch yet. Not yet, at least. Kyle Pitts, he's great, but I'm not trusting a rookie to be clutch right away. Hayden Hurst is not clutch. Russell Gage is not clutch. Julio Jones is your clutch weapon when you need to win on the line. You realize that, right? Like, we saw that 2 times in 2019 against the 49ers and the Eagles. And then it's just like, go back in history. Like, how many times did Julio Jones win the game for the Falcons? Even early on in the 2015 game in Atlanta versus the Panthers, when we beat the undefeated Panthers, Julio Jones early on in the game kind of won that game just by jumping over Luke Kuechly and getting that touchdown. I'm telling you, Julio Jones is the clutch weapon in Atlanta. We have great players. We'll score. We will make great plays, but none of them are clutch. And if you need to win with the game on the line, Julio Jones is your clutch weapon. Reason number 2 on why I don't think they should get rid of Julio. He can still play. I don't know why there's all of a sudden, oh, he's washed up. I mean, I didn't see it like that much, but there's some people saying he's washed up. I get it. Really? I advise that you go back and watch the film of last year. Sure, Julio Jones doesn't always stay healthy, and last year was pretty bad. He couldn't really stay on the field that much. But the Atlanta Falcons still needed Julio Jones because he could still play. That 1 touchdown against the Broncos, he sent that defender to the hospital. Like, his ankles were nowhere to be seen. The Broncos defender, that is, not Julio Jones. And then against the Seahawks, he was just beasting. He was just amazing, lighting dudes up. Go rewatch his 2020 film. He can still play. And in 2019, and below that, like, he can still play. I don't know why all of a sudden, because of 1 really bad injured season, people think he can't play. I really need you guys to watch his film again. I think he can still play. And if he can still play, in my opinion, he is still your number 1 player heading into the season. I said that in a video going over the top 5 players for the Atlanta Falcons heading into 2021. Julio Jones is number 1. Number 1. Grady Jarrett, Matt Ryan, and Calvin Ridley, blah, 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 they're all great. Julio Jones is number 1. He's clutch. He's still the best, most talented player on the team. He has everything. Calvin Ridley almost has everything, but he doesn't really have that jump ball catch ability yet. And in my opinion, I haven't seen him become clutch yet. I think he will. I'm not saying he won't. I just haven't seen it yet, is all. Julio Jones is clutch. He's got that jump ball catch. He's got elite route running. He's strong. He's very quick. Like, he's got everything. Whereas every other player, like, struggled a bit. Grady Jarrett is no Aaron Donald, but he's great. Matt Ryan did struggle in game-winning drives, but he's great. Julio Jones is like, what did he struggle in? What did Julio Jones struggle in? Seriously. I guess besides staying on the field, but what did Julio Jones struggle in last year? Nothing. He is your number one player heading into the season. Why would you get rid of him? If you want to win now, why are you getting rid of him? And even just for his own sake. For his own sake. Why would you win with Matt Ryan and not Julio Jones? Doesn't make any sense. You're going to win with your Hall of Fame quarterback, but not your Hall of Fame wide receiver, possibly your greatest Falcon of all time. Not that. And then number 3, I'm trying to bring my thoughts together, but I think that probably, oh, no, I remember now. Okay, cool. The number 3 thing was Julio Jones. Now, I know we talked about drama, but Julio Jones is the leader on the team. He's a man of his words. In 2019, when the Falcons started off the season 1-7, 1-8 or something like that, Julio Jones said, we need to be better than what we are right now. And the Falcons won 6 of their last 8 games ever since he said that. You think Dan Quinn said we need to be better and they would have won 6 of their last 8 games? You think even Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Grady Jarrett, maybe they could win a couple games, but Julio Jones is the one that makes everyone listen. Everyone knows he's telling the truth. Yeah, we need to be better. Julio Jones, when he scored his first touchdown against the Washington Redskins at the time in 2018, you had the Falcons coming from the sidelines to congratulate him and his first touchdown. So while there was drama with the coaching staff and maybe the players, I guess, but I don't know if that was true. I had someone on Twitter say that tweet about the end zone virgin or whatever is fake. But the coaching staff, for sure, there was definitely a problem. With the players look up to him for sure. That's for sure. The leader, the number 1 option in Atlanta, and your clutch receiver, you're going to let all of that go? I get it. I guess Julio Jones wants to be on, I guess, in his eyes, a better team. And for the Falcons, I guess Terry Fontenot just wants to work with the younger guys, I guess, and work with the cap space. So I'm not saying it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's not like the DeAndre Hopkins trade where it just made 0 sense. But I think it's still a mistake to release Julio Jones. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I will see you guys with an episode this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.